is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
I don't train because I want to get bigger. I train every day because it is difficult to train every day. It hurts. I don't want to. I wake up and I'm busy. I have other things to do. I don't feel like doing it. So I force myself to do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year, so that I know I'm the kind of person who can do what he doesn't want to do when it needs to be done. I am that man. And it's more of a mental exercise than a physical exercise at this point. How can you ever outcompete me if I can force myself to do the things I don't want to do and you cannot? Discipline is absolutely essential for success.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Suffering, sacrifice connects to everything else, that it is an equation to success. You accept it as a necessary ingredient to get to the top. Why? Because most people are not willing to do it. Most people are not willing to put in the extra mile. Most people are not willing to put in the extra necessary labor. They're not willing to invest in themselves. They're not willing to go through the sacrifice or the potential loss. But when it's all said and done, you and I are going to end up in the same place. We're going to end up in the grave. So how risky is life? It's super risky. We're going to die, all right? That's the end game. So what is there truly to lose? Nothing. You just realize that it's part of the equation. And when you understand that everything connects to everything else, you begin to develop a complete mind.
You need to eat good, you need to take care of yourself, and you need to stay out of no free time. Because free time is where drug dealers live. Free time is where depression and the devil live. Okay, like I don't have free time. If this place was burning down right now, you ain't gonna be thinking, oh, I'm depressed, I can't leave. If this room gets hot enough, you will fucking roll your ass out of here as fast as you can. So urgency, man, you wanna have urgency in your schedule. The only time I've ever gotten in trouble in my life, right before I got in trouble, I was bored. Every fucking single time I got in trouble in my life, every time. I got bored, and then I compromised the people I was around. When you're bored, you compromise. You bring the wrong chick home, you get an STD. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Yeah. Okay, you know, hey man, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Not that chlamydia, it came on with you, okay? So why? Because you got bored? Okay, you should have been home, dude. You should have been sleeping. Preparing for the next morning, getting up early, go get your workout in, get your hustle on, go to breakfast with somebody, get in a group, a mastermind with some people that won't put up with that bullshit. Because people that are hitting, playing on all the cylinders, like they're running and gunning, they don't have time for bullshit. They don't want the trouble, and they're not bored.
So, you guys have no idea. When you're hurt, how do you feel? You lay down, right? You take a second, you go, you take your vitamins, you do your thing. When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real. That's the most realest feeling that you could ever have, is being in pain, because everything else, happiness could be fake, crying could be fake, but pain, shit, that's real.
Tell me one thing in your life that is great that came as a result of being comfortable. Because everywhere I look and everywhere I see in today's society, everybody's doing everything they can to be more comfortable, right? They're looking for the more convenience. They're looking for the quicker. They're looking for the faster. And see, there's opportunity in that for those of you that want to get better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, all the great things in my life, all the great things in other high achievers' lives, all the reasons that these successful people that you look up to, that you aspire to be like, are the way they are, have all come from a place of being uncomfortable. That's just a fact. Okay, so understand that when you're trying to avoid the pain, when you're trying to avoid the struggle, when you're trying to avoid the hard things in life, you are actively choosing to be average. You are actively actively choosing to be mediocre, and you are actively choosing to move further away from what you want in life. Because that hardship and that pain and that struggle and that frustration, they give you the skills that will forge you into a motherfucking champion.